All right, peace, peace, peace. What up? First and foremost, man, hopefully the Most High in your house is blessing y'all day, man. By His mercies, you're unconsumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house, God's body, and we're naturally alive, man. I kind of want to pick up on, let's go out there showing us love and kindness and loving to one another, man. That's just how, that's the power just to love is, because it covers everything, man. And also, too, man, yeah, I kind of want to follow up with everything because I actually had this down the other day. The other day, I was actually talking about this with my mom yesterday, what we talked about last night, with the whole den of thieves and your house shop flipping over tables and eventually people having like their own breaking point, man. And you know what it is? I was talking about this emailing one of my students about this last night, with one of my former students. But also too, I want to also one of my brothers, man, one of my close brothers. We talk about this all the time. And shout out to the Brother Assembly of Firstborn, because as far as just strength and mental, like spiritual strength and mental fortitude. But we talk, but shout out to the Brother Assembly of Firstborn, and also to one of my brothers like that I talk to. I mean, one of my closest brothers, man. Like, cause listen, man, like we always say, man, we always talk about here. Listen, a person could be strong, man, but without the word, like mentally strong, but eventually they gonna have a breaking point, because you know what, it is. You know what it is. Oh my God, my bad, y'all. Just thinking about something just came across my mind. But you know what it is. You could be strong, about being a word, about believing the Most High in your house shot, but eventually that's gonna have a breaking point, man. Just because even if men in this word, man, they had they even had breaking point. Like your house shall was sorrowful unto death. So how much more than us, man? There was a couple times you can read about these righteous men, these righteous people, and they even almost were about to crack. So how much more than people outside the word that don't have the Most High house shall? You can be strong, but it's going to only last for so much. I said it to say, because I was talking about that with my mom yesterday when I told y'all about the conversation that we had. When she was just telling, listen, we need to start relying on the Most High in your house shop for things, to guide us through things and strength. She's of course she's in Christianity, of course, but I'm saying Most High in your house shop. But pretty much the whole gist, y'all get the gist of what I'm saying. But more focusing on that and logic, reasoning, and being pragmatic rather than our emotions. I was like, yeah, a lot of times too, Mom. I was like, yeah, Mom, but we are humans at the end of the day. We're human. Those stuff are gonna happen, but this don't stay in them, man. Because that's why I told her. Listen, pretty much you gotta walk in spirit and not the flesh, man. Because that's why a lot of times too, me personally, a lot of times too, that's why I can put a lot of times, like Sarek says, had a lot of heaviness on the mind. But one thing I try not to do is kind of even though the word does say I had to work on this, bury other people's burdens on you. But a lot of times too, the Assembly brother, shout out to Brother Assembly's first one said, a lot of times too, that's just kind of fleshly. You don't want to talk about it a lot of times. Not just me, a lot of people don't want to do that, because it's okay, especially brothers, or sisters in the word, but brothers in the word. Listen, all right, that's the flesh. I want to say in spirit. You gotta look DMX said one time, perfectly in an interview. He said, "Listen, what can even when going through a tough situation? Okay, what's the Most High in your house shot trying to teach me? What can I get out of this situation? All right, I had the right to feel I'm feeling right now, but let me look at the good in this, man. Because Job says, who teaches how he teaches? What is he trying to teach me here? So I'm kind of going through that myself. I know brothers and sisters in the word, out the word, that's going through that right now. So that's what we had to remember. But we gotta remember this too. Let's get this Iraq, man, because this goes into all where our strength comes from, man. Because I was just looking at this the other day. I was like, okay, cool. I didn't even think about that. I read the scripture so many times. I read a lot, but I just I just overlooked this, man. But it says, because this lines up pretty much with Proverbs 3 and 5, and this is not saying you can't think for yourself, but no, it's really saying out of the will of the Most High your house shot, or trying to do your will instead of theirs. Then yeah, it says, follow not thine own mind, and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart. Yeah, so lean not to your own understanding. Numbers 15:38 goes into, more importantly, because people just look at Numbers 15:38 and 39 just about the fringes. But what did he say here? Follow not, go not whoring after your own heart, after your own mind. I'm roughly paraphrasing, man, but that's what he's saying, man. Not do what the most let pretty much the brother Akawar beautifully said. in situations like this, in tight situations or temptation or trials, tribulations, or things you want to react, the Most High in your house shall increases, and you are, and we decrease, man. I decrease. So that's what this is pretty much saying, man. So this is follow not thy own mind and thy strength, and walk in the ways of thy heart. So yeah, because listen, somebody can be spiritually strong, and also too, like he says, notice how it says thy strength, their strength, because somebody can be like spiritually strong, or not spiritually, but mentally strong without the word, but they're eventually gonna crack. Because if your house shot, like the Most High embodied in himself, like the Most High like himself, meaning like Yahushua's the living embodiment of the Most High, if he went through that, if he was sorrowful unto death, and we see even the wisdom of Solomon he had, and he need fell. So how much more than like us in the word, like and then how much more than somebody outside the word as well, man. So that's why it says, follow not thy own heart, not thy own mind, and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart. So yeah, let's go to Isaiah real quick, because this is where your strength comes from, man. This is where strength is. Then we're going to go back to Proverbs, Isaiah 26 and 30 and 4. Let's get this. Trust in ye the Lord forever, for in the Lord Yahweh ever is everlasting strength. So yeah, that's why it says in Genesis 25, like with Jacob and Esau, man, one nation shall be stronger than other. Not only going physically, but like how Jacob trusted in the real Israel, the real, like John 1:47, that those righteous ones really going faith, and it was really pretty much a faithful versus the carnal, the word, spiritual versus the worldly, man. So that's is what that is, man. That's where that's how Genesis, like Israel, in Genesis 25, one nation shall be stronger than the other, man. It's not only talking about physically, naturally, but also too, man. It's a trust and faithful in the Lord. Because I always say this too, man. That's how because I always say this all the time, man. I talked about this, brother, sister, all the time. In the word, out the word, man. No other people can go what we've been through and still be here, man. Now, a lot of it, majority of it was self-inflicted, but that just shows you even there are people without the word, even during times like, slavery, things of that nature. Like, that's the Most High did instill us with that strength, though. Like, even to the unbelievers, to the degree. I don't want to say that because, the wilderness and all the other places we read about unbelievers, but I'm just saying as a totality as well, man. But that just goes to show you that our strength comes from above, man. So, but it says, trust ye in the Lord forever, for in the Lord Yahweh is everlasting strength. So exactly, man. So that's what it is. Don't follow your own strength. Follow the Most High Yahweh's strength, man. And that's trusting them. They're pretty much being faithful, man. So let's go Proverbs 31 real quick, man. Because this is wow, that ties it all in together. We're about to go into this too. That's why it says what? Put not your strength in the woman, man. Give not your strength unto women, man. It says, give not your strength unto women, and nor the ways that destroyeth king. So yeah, and this is not only lining up with going with Sirach and let's get Sirach now real quick. This is not only just talking about natural women, man. Ironically enough, let's go with Sirach 9 real quick. It says, give not thy soul unto a woman, and to set her foot upon thy substance. So yeah, so it's on natural type. Yeah, it's talking about actually falling in love, man. Actually putting, because you never want to fall in love with anything in the flesh, man, because you're putting your spirit into that. That spirit, like the Brother Chronicles of Judah used to say all the time, man. The Most High in your house, they only deserve that, man. Anything fleshly, more so of course, that's why it says that, putting out your strength, into a woman, man, because many have, as Ezra said, man, many have perished because, or as Sirach says and Ezra says, man, many have went out their wits and many have perished. And we see this day to day, man, because of that, man. So, and don't put yourself above what is written, man, because even though I could be spending this now, shoot, it could happen to me, it could happen to anyone, y'all brothers, man. So yeah, man. So that's just what because it had, like we just mentioned, it happened to Solomon, but yeah, man. So that's just is what it is, and that's not only talking about natural women, because Jeremiah 6:2. So let's go Jeremiah 6:2, because when looking at this, it's not only just talking about that, But yeah, man, that's why you don't fall in love, because when you're in love, you're like in the trance, you're in something, man. That's why, just like we was talking about being in the flesh, like being in the feelings, man, like in that. We have them. It's natural for us for having, but just don't stay in them. Shoot, I need to hear that a lot of times too, because don't want to make God be pragmatic with things that nature, man. So Yeah, it's easier said than done, but that's where that trust in Most High Yahushua kicks in, man. But it says, "I have likened the daughter, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman, man." So it says, "Listen, give not your strength, it says, give not your strength unto a woman, or nor thy ways which destroy the king." So yeah, let's go Jeremiah 7:17 and 7, man. I'm 17:5. Yeah, because it's not only talking about natural women, it's talking about like trusting in a man. Ironically enough, even though it's talking about a woman, it's talking about not trusting in a man as well. If you're looking at it spiritually, man. Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 5, it says, thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart is departed from the Lord. Let's just read let's skip down verse 7. It says, blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, whose hope is the Lord is. Exactly, man. So then that next verse goes into that tree of life, man, that comes with that, man, because that faith is that tree of life, man. That tree of life brings many branches, that fruit's of the spirit, man. So let's get to Psalms 118 real quick, man. Yes, yeah, man. That's just it, man. Just like everlasting strength, man. It's Yahushua, man. The Most High Yahushua. So Psalms 118:8. It says, "It is better to trust in the Lord than put confidence in man." So yeah, actually, that's not giving you strength unto women, like that Jeremiah 6:2. That not just a natural woman, which you don't want to do, because shoot, we see that every day. We read stories about that every day, man. Shoot, I seen brothers like in real life before the word, even before I came over, just in life in general, that had that. Like I'm pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters seen that as well, man. So yeah, man. So that's just what it is. But that's all going to how just trusting in the Most High Yahushua, man. And let's get to Psalm 62:8, man, because you gotta remember this too. Now when it's just convenient, I gotta remember this too. Trust Psalm 62:8. Trust in him at all times, ye people. Pour out your heart before him. Yahweh is your refuge. For us. Selah. That's crazy, because in the morning prayers, I was actually, what came on the morning prayers I was listening to this morning was Jeremiah 17. Also too, I forgot what scripture said. Like when it says the Most High Yahushua, they're the refuge. Like they're the city of refuge, man. Especially in the law, man. Spiritually, man, they're the city of refuge. Honestly, for us in that aspect, man. How it's look at that, even in the law. Like I was actually just looking at that in Joshua 20 yesterday, man. And also too is in Deuteronomy, and also Numbers, I think, and also in the law, man. Look at this like this, how we were living, man. It's like we kind of, because in the law it says, listen, if you kill somebody by accident, man, somebody wants to avenge you, there's a city of refuge that you can go to, man. But let's look at this spiritually, man, how we were living, man. We were just not killing. Well, shoot, we could have been harming any other people while we were living, before we came into word, how not only harming, how we were harming other people, how we were living, not also harming ourselves, but the Most High Yahushua came woke us up to his word. Now there's a city of refuge for that, man. Looking at it like that, but yeah, man. Hopefully this is edifying for y'all brothers and sisters. So peace.